Hi guys, I'm back. So, yes. So, I am studying with the Jehovah's Witnesses, another Jehovah's Witness, and if there are Jehovah's Witnesses that watching this video, I don't mean to offend you guys or anything in any shape or form. Yeah. So, yes. So, the reason I want to make this video is for people to be aware that, to be like cautious, like, I guess I'll say blind in a way. The reason I say blind is because like, I studied with the Jehovah's Witnesses, for like a long time. Like, I stopped and then I continued like, last year. And yeah. So I had studied with different sisters, and that is like been talk. And I find it like offensive because like it's like that's all they talk about is like they mention my name, like the sisters, and they say, oh yeah, she studied with so and so and so and so and she never progressing, blah blah blah. And I feel like it's offensive to me because like maybe like that sister, the reason why I didn't progress with that sister is because maybe she had other things to do, and maybe she didn't really have time with me, and I understand that, you know what I'm saying? So, like, and, yeah, so it's like a lot of, gossiping about me, and, like, I don't really like that, and I feel like that is what goes on, like, in the meetings, like, in the, when the Kingdom Hall, when you go, there's a lot of, gossip about me. And like really, they don't really know me. They just know what they hear or what they like, what people say about me, this and that. And so I just like, okay, I played it off, I was like, okay, I have to forgive them, and I don't hold resentment to them or anything. I am thinking about leaving the organization and not going back, like disassociated with them, because I feel like I can't come, I can't be like, it's just not for me, like I thought that it was for me, like I thought I could change, like, and like I changed. They're very like hesitant. They don't like people like, if you're Jehovah's Witness, you can't have a YouTube channel because you're living like in the world and you're acting worldly, like in the world. Like you can't associate with people that in the world because they're like bad influence. Yeah. So they were like against of me having a YouTube channel. I didn't take my YouTube channel out. I was like, no, because I created my channel on my own. I did this, I have views, and it's not for the money because like I said, YouTube does not pay me any money. I only have 14 subscribers, so they are like forbidden, like, and I'm like, okay, you guys have Instagram and Facebook. And I have a Facebook and I have Instagram and I have Snapchat. And I'm gonna take it down? No, I'm not, living the world, I have friends, I'm not gonna stop talking to them because my beliefs, like, was telling me no, like, so I'm like going against that, and they're like, oh, like, they probably like, oh, well, she's like rebellion, and it's not rebellion. It's just that I am woke now. Like, I see how they act, like, with certain people. Like, you know, I feel like they deceive people, and I see that now. So I'm thinking about leaving the organization and disassociating with them. I'm going to leave it in June. I prayed about it, and they're like, oh, well, you didn't meditate on it, like, you didn't pray about it. It's just like, you know, my teacher that I have now, the sister, she's like, oh, you gotta comment. Like, I really, like, I did, you know, my research. I watch videos on here on YouTube, and it's not because I watch videos on YouTube and, like, that would change my mind. Like, no, I already had it in me that I wanted to leave, you know. So it's like I didn't feel right, like, going. Like, they don't celebrate birthdays, but they do celebrate anniversaries, and they do celebrate baby showers. So I'm like, well, isn't that kind of like a pagan, like, holiday, like pagan celebration, like baby shower? Isn't that like, so I'm like, well, they don't celebrate birthdays, they don't celebrate Christmas, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving, they don't celebrate New Year's, 4th of July or any of that, but they celebrate, like, anniversaries and graduations and baby showers. So I'm like, that's kind of strange, you know. I'm like, that's, you know, kind of like strange. So I'm like, okay, you know, I was up into not celebrating birthdays and, like, not celebrating holidays or anything. I was up for that, but it gets to a point where, like, you feel like left out, and I feel like left out with my family because they didn't know the truth, and, like, all the time, like, they kept want to push me to, you know, talk to my family. I'm like, listen, if my family doesn't want nothing to do with it, I'm leave like that. And they say, oh, well, maybe you will make them come to the truth. I was like, no. I was like, you know what, no, I'm not going to, because it's not my place to, you know. Like, I know my heart. I say, you know, it's up to them if they want to get saved, and, you know, this and that. So they would kind of, like, push me, like, you know, force me to tell my family what I've learned, and I felt that, you know, like, it wasn't my place. Like I said before, is if my family wants to get saved, they get saved. I can't save them. I have to save myself. I have to look salvation for myself. So, you know, and I know they're gonna, like, oh, well, she's not spiritually growth, like, her spirituality, like, is going down, and I'm not feeling it, like, you know, like, I'm not feeling it. Like, I want to celebrate my birthday, you know. I'm gonna be 30, and, like, you know, I'm planning it, and I just wouldn't feel right, you know. Like, it's like I celebrated, like, my niece and nephew birthday in April. They went to the birthday party. When I go see my dad, it was his birthday too. It's like, you know, it's my conscience telling me, like, Rosa, like, no, like, I have to stop. For that reason is, like, I have to stop going, because I resist this. I'm gonna keep on celebrating, even though I learned this and I should put in practice. I just, in my conscience, is telling me, no, Rosa, you have to leave now before it's too late. And I already, like, felt that, you know, like, I'm literally, like want to fade away. Like, I'm literally, like, I don't comment in the meeting. Like, I don't raise my hand how I used to. Like, my teacher is, like, she's telling me, like, you have to comment, like, this and that. And I'm like, if I don't want to, I don't want to. Like, I told her, like, there's other days where I will feel like commenting and raising my hand, and, you know, and doing, like, the questions and answer, but I just don't feel like it, you know. So I know they're gonna be like, oh, well, her faith is not spiritually there. Like, somebody had to tell her something, like, you know, they are forbidding, since what I watch in YouTube videos, they forbid anybody from watching this. And I'm not, like, saying anything bad about them. Like, I learned a lot, you know, about being, like, patient and being humble, and, you know, being blessed, but I don't agree with the practice of what they do. And like, from the moment that you finish one book to another, you have to make a decision. And like, they're like pushing me into getting baptized, and I don't want to get baptized. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get baptized. And oh, you're going to Armageddon, and you're not gonna live in the paradise. I'm like, okay, look, if I don't live in the paradise, it's fine. Like, as long as God gives me good health and keeps me living long enough and let me have a good life, I'm fine with that. And for God to forgive me for all my sins I made. Yes, so I've done kind of like my research a little bit. I have to research some more. But I just wanted to come on here and say that to you guys, because I've been like holding it in. And so I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. No, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. I'm a student, and I'm a publisher, not baptized. So my privilege is I could go door to door and preach. And that's been one of my fears, guys, is that I was like, oh, I wish nobody answered. Like, I hope nobody answered, hope nobody answered, hope nobody answered. This past Saturday, I did go preach, and I was like, okay, I hope nobody answered. It was 2 people that answered. And, I was like, okay, you know, it was one kid, and the other was a man, and, I didn't have, like, the Bible text at hand, and my teacher's like, Rose, you have to remember you have to have the Bible text in hand at all time, like, you know, I'm like, okay. I thought I did good, but, like, came home, I'm like, ugh, like, why was still preaching? I was like, I want to go home, Like, I wanted to cry, because I'm like, you know, like, I'm trying my best, like, even though it's been, like 3 to 4 weeks that I've done, like, you know, like 2 months, like, I'm still, like, fresh at this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can remember Bible text, like, fast and memorize it, you know, but, like, geez, like, you know, cut me some slack. And it's like that, like, that's why, like, I want to fade away from my teacher, because I was like, you know what, at least be a teacher and be like, okay, Rosa, you made this mistake, it's okay, you know. No, it's like they grill you, and I was like, okay, I can't do that, you know, because I feel pressure all the time. So, like, I was like, okay, when Saturday comes, like, I get antsy, like, my anxiety after, like, preaching, like, my anxiety just kicks in, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a good job, good job. I was like, maybe it was me, like, you know, I was like, oh, it was me, and I, you know, I was like, Jehovah, I'm sorry, Jehovah, like, you know, I'm sorry, that I messed up. And I was like, you know what, I was like, I didn't do anything wrong, like, I just beat myself up. I said, you know what, that's why I have to, like, disassociate myself, so relieve that pressure, like, you know, feeling like I have to do a good job, like, all the time, so they could, like, you know, hey, Rosita, you did it, you know, hey, Rose, you did a good job, you know. That's why I have to, like, disassociate myself. And, like, June is gonna be my last time going there, and I think that after I get out, I will feel so much better. Like, I won't have, like, anxiety. I don't think I will miss it. Like, I will miss certain people, but I won't be, like, in contact with them. But I am gonna, like, write a letter stating that I don't want to go anymore, you know. So either fade, or disassociate myself. Like, I don't know yet. But I just want to make this video for you guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye bye.